Welcome to Internet Quality Academy. The channel is for the quality control engineer, site engineer, and the civil engineer who are working in the construction field. In this channel, we are discussing about anything and everything of the constructions. Today also, we are going to discuss about a very important topics about the construction. That is a construction material, that is a mechanical coupler. It is widely used in the construction. It has many benefits. And in today's video, I will discuss each and everything. What is coupler? What is the relevant IS code, what is the test required, what is the length required, what is the criteria to be satisfied, and how to select the right kind of coupler for your projects. Each and everything in details I will discuss about the mechanical splicing coupler. So stay tuned until the end to get the full information about the mechanical coupler of rebar. And if you are new on my channel, kindly subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get immediate notification. Now, first start with what is the definition of mechanical coupler. See, in the mechanical coupler code for India, it is IS 16172 2023. It is the latest one, but still, whenever you are checking, please check in the BIS website which one is the latest one and what is the amendment or the revision has done or not to get the latest version of the code. So now 16172 2023, what is the definition is reinforcement coupler, coupling sleeves or threaded coupler or hybrid coupler for mechanical splices of reinforcement bar for the purpose of providing transfer of axial tensile force and compressive force from one bar to another. So these are a mechanical device for the splices. What are different types of splices? That is the lap, that is that welding, and this is the mechanical coupler. What is the purpose? To purpose axial tensile force and the compressive force transferred from one bar to another bar. Why it is required? Because we have only 12-meter bar, and if we want to construct more than 12-meter, we need to splices the bar, and the coupler is a one type of splices of the reinforcement, and the definition is a threaded one or the hybrided one. Now, what is the relevant IS code? I will discuss IS 16172 2023. And what is the reference codes for this? It is also mentioned in the clause 2 of IS 16172 that we need to check, that IS 1602 or ISO 6892 part 1, part 2. Yeah, what is this metallic material? That is also metallic material. So calibration testing, this what will be the material that is defined in the IS 16102, ISO 1828, IS 4905. Why it is important? Because you need to select the right kind of coupler for your project. That is why you need to know what is the reference code as well as the relevant IS code. So relevant code is 16172 and the reference code is this 1608 and was 7861, 1828, 4905. Now, next is coming classification of coupler. What is the different types of coupler is there? In clause 5 in IS 16172, it is mentioned reinforcement coupler supplied in accordance with the standard shall be classified into the following classes: class H and class L. So we have two types of coupler. One is class H and class L. Now let's check what is that. Couplers which meet both low cyclic fatigue and high cyclic fatigue test shall classified and designed as class H coupler, and all other couplers which meet only low cyclic fatigue test is class L coupler. So according to your requirement, whether you need the low cycle and high cycle, if it is required, then you need to choose the class H type of coupler, and if it is only need the low cyclic fatigue test, is only the class L type of coupler. Now, what is the note is saying? Class H couplers are recommended for use in concrete structure which are subject to high cyclic of fatigue like road, bridges, railway bridges, machine foundations, tall building, slender structure like stack, etc. So these were where the high impact of fatigue is there. That the proposition we need to check or refer the class H coupler. Now, according to your specification and according to your project requirement, you need to verify and you need to finalize what type of coupler is, whether it is a class H or the class L. So these are the classification of coupler as per IS 17612, that is class L and class L. Now, there is a question. So what is the manufacturer coupler length? What is the coupler size? That also we need to check. But in IS 176 in clause 6, what is saying? Reinforcement coupler shall have adequate strength, length, and internal threads in case of threaded coupler as per manufacturer design to able to meet the performance requirement of the standard. Now, it is very much clear that what will be the length, what will be the thickness, what will be the thread, what will be the pitch. Each and everything is to be designed. That means we cannot simply buy from the manufacturer or we can use it aside. It is to be designed, and that design to be submitted to structural engineer, and that coupler should satisfy the test requirement mentioned in this code. That means IS 16172. In the later, I will discuss whatever the test to be performed in the selection of the coupler. But it is that coupler needs to be designed, and that design to be verified by the structural engineer, and the coupler needs to satisfy the strength requirement of the clause is whatever mentioned in this code. So the length and the thread and the pitch, everything to be designed, and it is to be approved by the structural engineer. The next point is types of coupler. Here we have declared classification of coupler. Two types of coupler, class H and class L. Now we need to discuss what is the different types of coupler available in the code. Here is Annex A is mentioning the first is a mechanically splicing systems based on threaded coupler. So if we have the thread inside the coupler, according to that, we have the in clause Annex A, A.1, that is A.11, A.12, and A.13, that it is the coupler, threaded coupler. What is the mechanical splicing systems with parallel threaded coupler? Another is mechanical splicing systems with upset parallel threaded coupler, and mechanical splicing systems with tapered threaded coupler. So whatever the threaded is there, whether the parallel, upside, or the threaded, according to that, these coupler can be classified into three categories. That is a parallel threaded coupler, upset parallel threaded coupler, and trapped parallel threaded coupler. So these are the threaded coupler. Now, A.2, what is consisting? Mechanical splicing systems with a crimped sleeves. So it is a crimped sleeve. What is a crimped sleeve? Use of mechanical splicing systems with a crimped sleeves is applicable to all deformed bar. It consists of introduction of the bars to be splices into a sleeve which is crimped by means of a hydraulic crimping tool into the deformed bars in order to fill the voids between them, and it is a cleaner surface. So it is not the threaded one, it's the crimping one. So it should be insidely engraved, and the threaded one, it should be threaded and it should be threaded inside the coupler. And another thing is it is defined mechanical splicing system with injected sleeves, and another is mechanical system based on shear bolting. So another first is one is a threaded one, that is the crimpled one, and the crimpled one is what is the injected sleeves and another bolting. And another type also is there, that is system hybrid. So what is the hybrid? That is in combination with in A1, A2, and A3. So it can be combination of threaded and combination of the shear bolt. It can be threaded with the crimple sleeve, it will be threaded with the injected sleeve. Whatever is the combination is there, in according to that, that should be classified into the hybrid connection. So these are the different types of coupler can be classified. One is a threaded, another is a crimple sleeve, another is a inject, another is a system based on shear bolting, another is a hybrid. So according to your design and according to your requirement, you need to first finalize what type of classified coupler is required, whether it is a L type or H type. Then you need to finalize what type of coupler also the threaded one, shear bolted one, hybrid one, crimpled one, or the injected sleeves one. So according to your requirement and according to your design, it is need to be verified and it is need to be selected so that you can get the right kind of coupler for your projects and for your requirement. Otherwise, it will not be beneficial or it will not be good for your project. If you are using any type of coupler whatever available in the market, it needs to be designed and it needs to be satisfied the test criteria. So we have already understand what is the length requirement, what is the coupler requirement, what is the different types of coupler, what is the classification of coupler, what is the material requirement, and everything. Now designer has give the design and it is approved by the structural engineer. But now we need to verify whether it is withstand the state as required by this code. So what is the test of coupler we need? For class L type, static tensile slip test, cyclic tensile test, low fatigue cyclic test, these are for the class L. And what is the requirement? How to perform the test? I will make another video. If in this video, it will be a longer video. So in the next video, I'll of course will discuss about all the tests one by one. So these are the tests required for the class L. And the class H, static tensile, slip test, cyclic tensile, low fatigue, and high cycle fatigue test. So only difference is that the class H is required high fatigue test. So we need to perform all the tests to satisfy that this coupler is satisfying the criteria as mentioned in the IS 16172. So after approval of the coupler design and everything, we need to send to the laboratory for the test. And if it is verified and if it is complies with the requirement, then only we can uh, allow this coupler for our project use. So these are the things we need to check whenever we are selecting the coupler. First thing, classification of coupler, then coupler length and design, then types of coupler, then test of coupler. But what is the benefit of the using the coupler? That also we need to know why it is widely used rather than the lap splicing or the welding splicing, because it is reasonable load transfer, because it transfers the load directly. There is a axis or the center axis is through and through. There is no deviation. In the lab, there is a deviation, but in the coupler, it is a center line is the same, so load transfer become easy. Then reduce congestion. It is widely seen that the beam column junction or where the heavily reinforced junction, there is a congestion is there, and it is not suitable that this much of congestion is there. To avoid that congestions, we need to implement the coupler. Then valid continuity load path, that I already discussed, that load is transferring without disturbing its center axis, and that is economical. It is always economical for the lap length. And then speed up works, it speed up the work, improve structural integrity, because when this load path is continuity, then the structural integrity will be more. This reduce lapping length, reduce the load on the structure, because lap has the huge load, and whenever we are using the coupler, it is reducing the load on the structure, and it is always beneficial for the structural integrity and for the cost itself. And then ease of handling and simplifying connection. That is why nowadays everywhere coupler is using in place of lap length or is the welding connection. Lap coupler is widely used, and it is safe, economical, beneficial, and the load transfer and everything. But whenever you are selecting the coupler, you need to find out everything, that is the classification, the design, coupler length, test, and the type of coupler. And if you are satisfied in each and every parameter, then only you can allow coupler in your projects. So these are all for today itself. In the next video, I will come with the whatever the test requirement and what is the test parameter to satisfy. And I hope this information is useful for you. And if you find it useful, kindly subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon, so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get immediate notification. And I'm waiting for your valuable comment, so that from your valuable comment, everybody will be benefited. And if you want to know anything about construction and quality control, please let me know. I will come with more content like this. And thank you once again for watching me.